Hello and welcome to Tuesday. Today is the day. Today is Sagan's surgery. We gotta get him over there. We just got him in his little cat carrier, and the thing that was real sad is that because he's going into surgery, he
had to fast.
He had to fast. Yeah, he wasn't allowed to eat since last night at 8 p.m. Normally we give them dry food before we go to bed, and we didn't give them any dry food. And they were both kind of like, wait, what's going on? Why aren't you giving us food? And this morning they've been bugging us like crazy for food. And when we finally got Sagan in his cage, we were able to give Cap some food. And Sagan could hear Cap eating, and Sagan was so upset. And I feel bad, but I mean, it is what it is. We gotta get this done, buddy. As a reminder, he has a little lump under his tongue, could be something serious. So he's going into surgery, going to get knocked out this morning, go in there and remove that, biopsy it, and hopefully learn a little something about it. I know, pal. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's a little nervous. You okay? So we don't really know how long this is going to take. We kind of both suspect that it won't be that long because, they put him under, they do the thing, and then they bring him back, and that's about it. But in the meantime, we decided to come get some breakfast. So we got chicken, egg, and cheese, bagel, coffee. You got a chicken biscuit. Yeah, we had a coupon for a free one. So we're going to do this. We're going to go to PetSmart. Mal wants to get a second litter box, like a disposable one, because we're going to try and keep Sagan and Kep separate for just a few days, because they tend to get rowdy and play very hard, and I really don't want Kepler attacking Sagan when he's still recovering. So we're going to try and keep them separate for a little bit. So we'll go get the litter box, go get a few groceries, go home, and then it'll just be a waiting game until they let us know he's done. You coming up? Hi, pal. We went and got our shopping done. Got an extra little litter box so we could keep the cats separated. And then we've been home now for a few hours. Sagan went in at 9:30 a.m. and it's a little after 1:30 p.m. So it's been a bit. And I just got a call from the vet, and they said Sagan's doing fine. Everything went well. They were able to get it out, and while they were in there, they said they cleaned his teeth, and everything seems good. Regarding the whole procedure, they said he won't be discharged until about 5:30 today, so it's going to be another 4 hours or so until we go get him, but at least there's peace of mind knowing that everything went well. He did end up having to have 2 stitches, and stitches in the tongue would be terrible for a human, let alone a cat who you cannot explain why they have stitches to them. So hopefully it'll be okay. When they discharge him, when we go pick him up, they'll explain any dietary stuff. I think he may be unable to have dry food for a few days, but otherwise we'll just keep an eye on him. But we'll know more whenever we go get him in a few hours. And I have a Pretz in my hand, and Kepler really, really wants it. This is not for you, this is for me. I'd tell you to get your own, but you don't have thumbs. Hey, pal. You ready to come out? You ready to be home? I don't know if he's going to want to come out or not. I mean, if he doesn't, that's fine too.
Hey, Sagan.
I know he's really out of it. It's going to take him a little time, I'm sure. It looks like he's kind of trying.
Yeah.
Maybe he can't.
You want to take the cap off at least? You can just kind of curl in there.
Yeah, if we take the top off, we can get him out. The vet said that, oh, he's coming. There he goes.
Hey, buddy.
The vet said he's going to be real woozy.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
He said the vet said that the anesthesia will probably not wear off for a while. So he's going to be real out of it for a bit.
Sweetheart. Come here, honey.
Anesthesia on humans is funny, and on animals it's just really pitiful because you don't have any way to, explain to them what's going on. They said to make sure that, oh honey, he just fell over. They said to, don't let him try and be active or jump on anything because he will not be able to make it. In his brain, he'll think that he can jump up onto things or climb things, and they said he can't. So, just keep a real close eye on him tonight. So, close eye on him. They did have to give him 2 stitches, as I said before. That means that he's on antibiotics for a while, just to make sure it doesn't get infected. It also means that it's going to be a while before he can go back to dry food. We feed them both wet and dry, so it's not a big deal. But he's going to have to be on strictly wet food for the next 2 weeks. So he's going to be on that for a while. And otherwise, we're going to try and keep him and Kepler mostly separated, although I think that'll happen naturally because Kepler, anytime either of them go to the vet, the other one stays away from them, and if they get nearby, they just hiss. So I think Kepler will probably stay away of his own accord. But at night when we go to bed, I think we're going to put Sagan in the bathroom over here by himself so Kepler doesn't bother him in the night. He'll have his own litter box and everything. I got you taken care of, pal. You got a little recovery ahead of you. Man, 2017 sucks. Like, you've had issues with your teeth. Mm-hmm. I've had issues with my ear. I had an organ removed. And now Sagan has had surgery. You okay, pal? Hey, buddy. You alright? Poor little thing. He seems a little confused. We'll just have to keep an eye on him. That's the best we can do. Poor guy. Fortunately, he's eating, so that's good. We have to kind of limit the amount of food that we give him. It's got to be just kind of a tiny amount. Just for the fact that he's still going to be a little sick on his stomach, but he hasn't eaten in a long time now, so I want to make sure he gets some food. Come on, bud. You want the rest of this? You barely ate any, and I didn't give you much to begin with. You still under there? There you go. He's getting it. I could also I could see the 2 stitches under there. The vet said it shouldn't be a big problem. The stitches should stay in, but if they don't, it actually should still heal fine without it. Just basically watch him, make sure everything's fine. So we'll just keep a close eye on him, and he should be okay. It's so interesting because it's unlike him to pass up food, but he's still so brain fogged. He's looking around and trying to figure out what's going on. Yes, you found your brother. Let's keep you guys separated. So a few hours later, and Sagan seems to be doing pretty good. Shortly after we recorded that last clip, we actually put him into the bathroom, and we left. We made like a little bed in there for him, and we put the extra litter box that we bought in there, and that was actually on his discharge sheet. Was to not quarantine him. It's not that he's being quarantined, but to
give him a small, quiet, isolated space.
Yeah, to kind of isolate him so he could just kind of rest and things like that. So for the last little bit, probably like 2-3 hours, he's been in there.
And then the last 20 minutes, he kept pulling at the door. He was done being
he was done being in there. But he was good. He was quiet, and he just kind of, from what we can tell, he relaxed in there. We actually we recorded another male video.
Hi, darling.
His poor little meows are just squeaks, and it's probably because he had
the tube.
Yeah, he probably had the tube down his throat for the anesthesia. So his poor little throat probably hurts. But he's doing good now. But yeah, we just let him out again. We're kind of getting ready for bed. We're going to be getting in bed pretty early, which is wonderful. This is actually, tonight specifically, is the earliest we've gotten in bed in a long time. I mean, we've done pretty well here and there, but tonight is like super early. We're going to have some strawberries and then get in bed. And then when we go...
That's like his normal, how he meows. He's just trying so hard, and it's just like barely coming out.
Oh, poor thing. Whenever we go to sleep, we'll put him back in the bathroom just to make sure that he, once again, is isolated. Kep can't get to him, and that he's just in a nice quiet place where he can just take it easy. I know he doesn't like to be cooped up like that, but I mean it's for him, So, but he's already starting to feel more like himself. He's starting to walk around a lot better, and I think the anesthesia is finally worn off, because when he first got home, he was like super confused, and he had brain fog, and he was falling over, and now none of that's happening. So he's slowly but surely getting back to normal. I was a little worried about him, but everything's turned out all right, and now it's just making sure we keep a close eye on him and make sure everything's okay, and he'll slowly but surely recover. Anyway, that is it for today. It has been a heck of a day. Making sure that he was all right, and getting all the supplies and stuff we needed, and just checking on him and making sure everything was okay. But it looks like he's going to be all right, and it's just a matter of giving him the time he needs to recover. And I am very grateful for that. I'm obviously very glad that he's going to be okay. Right, bud? You just sitting there? It's nice that he's slowly getting back to his old self. Alright, enough rambling. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?